Hello, welcome to PAXTON Road TV. This is the PAXTON Road TV preview show for the game Tottenham Hotspur versus Liverpool, which may or may not kick off tomorrow at 4:30 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's guess who or guess the game. Guess if it's going to be on. There's 6 games already cancelled. We are 1 of 4 games still to go ahead, but who knows? Anyway, I'm Sam Spurs for Life, and I'm joined in the house by Sid Spurs and, of course, Sean Hurley. What have you called yourself in here? IG Shawnee Spursy 61, Hotspur Hurley 61. He's got all kinds of names, but we just call him Sean today.
Depends
Sean
what platform. Just Sean will do.
He's going to run out of space on here soon.
He's going to definitely run out of space. Sean will do. I've got to just adjust my camera just slightly. There we go. Makes me back into it. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. What have we been having when did we last play? Nearly 2 weeks ago now.
2 weeks ago.
It was the 5th of December against Norwich. We had a decent win. But since then, it has been, no word of a lie, a bit of a nightmare, shall we say. So, if that is the case, and we are in nightmare territory, we need a Freddy Krueger to come and take some lives tomorrow. So let's take some lives tomorrow if we can. Those who know about Freddy Krueger, it's an old 80s movie. Or is it 90s? I can't remember.
How's it go? 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door.
You knew it was coming.
We're not even 2 minutes in and still singing.
You knew it was coming within 2 minutes of the show.
You mentioned Freddy.
Not Freddie Mercury, though. Freddie bloody Krueger.
That's the song from Freddy Krueger, isn't it? What's wrong with you?
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Hit the like button for us, please. If you're watching live, be brilliant. Help support the channel. Anyway, I didn't know if I really wanted to do this preview, but I guess we've got to. We have to do it. That's what we're about. We're very professional on this show. I'll start with you, Sean. With the situation, the COVID situation, Liverpool seemingly quite... well off in terms of their injuries. I know there's 1 or 2 players maybe have tested, but not anybody of any real significance that I know of at the moment. How do you think tomorrow's game's going to go? What's the approach from both teams? What's more the approach from us? Are we going to go for it? Are we going to be a bit more cautious? So the players have to be a bit more cautious. Give me your thoughts.
I don't think we can go gung ho. Definitely. I mean, this is a team that's built for counter attack, and we would get murdered if we allowed, the likes of Robertson and Trent Alexander to sort of maraud down our wings and get that ball up to Salah. And I believe Firmino's back actually. However, I do hear that Van Dijk is one of those that's missing tomorrow, and he's quite an important player, I'd say, for them.
So I take back what I said. If he's not playing,
Van Dijk is definitely not playing. Yeah.
Oh, that's
got COVID.
Oh, that's 100% great.
Yeah.
Not if it was Salah and Van Dijk, I'd be like doing somersaults. But anyway, sorry, Sean.
Yeah. No, so I think we'll probably be cautious. Conte knows how to do that. He's Italian after all. But what the difference is that he's been drilling our team. You can bet your bottom dollar as much as he can. He's been putting in the yards in order to get our team ready to face tomorrow. And with one of their 2 main players down, I think we stand a chance. That's just that's a gut feeling. It's not based on history. It's not based on the number of times I travelled down to the ground and watched Liverpool hand our arse to ourselves. But I think we'll give it a good account of ourselves. Antonio Ball is on its way.
Well done. I'm just going to, before I come to you, Sid, thank you very much, Wayne. Wayne, member of PAXTON Road family. Afternoon, fellas. Hope you're all well. Tomorrow will be fun. I've forgotten how to act when Spurs play. I can't remember how to act now because we've been on a winning streak. Conte.
He's forgotten that he has to go behind the sofa.
You can't go behind the sofa at the ground. Where can you go at the ground behind the sofa? You can't unless you go behind the dugout.
I don't leave the bar, mate.
it's going to be a very interesting one. I think Van der Vaart has COVID, doesn't he? So, Stuart, thank you for that. Just giving us some information there. I believe you are correct in that one, I hope.
Not Van der Vaart, mate. Van Dijk.
Not Van... There's your Van Dijk.
Oh, no.
Did I say Van der Vaart?
Van der Vaart.
I wish he was playing. I definitely wish he was playing, but unfortunately he's not. Virgil van Dijk is what I should have said. Wave once again. Are there any absentees for tomorrow's game? So we'll get into that in a little bit in the show. But Sid, your thoughts? Given what Sean has already said, it's going to be a tough old ask tomorrow. I know you're going. I was planning to go, but obviously with all the situation, it would have been a bit of a nightmare journey for me anyway. So I'm going to have to refrain from going, but I'll be on the review show tomorrow. But if you're there, Sid, what are you expecting to see from Spurs?
Do you know what? Honestly, I'm not expecting much. We've had a few 2 weeks since the last game, like you said. Match fitness. I said this the other day, didn't I? Match fitness, performance levels, who's going to be fit, who's available is going to be the big question. And if there's any team that did not want to play at this current moment is Liverpool, because if they're going to be attacking, I mean, even with Van Dijk out, Curtis Jones and Fabinho out, they've still got players that can come in, slot in and do a job, left, right and centre. Anyway, anywhere in that position, anywhere in that team, they can get players coming in and do a job and do a proper job. Only good thing is watching them against Newcastle the other day, they were a bit vulnerable at the back. They were a bit suspect without Van Dijk. So I'm hoping if Kane and Son are on fire, if they're playing, that we can get at them. And like Sean said, just get at them from the beginning. What I don't want to see is what we did against Norwich and Brentford and give them the opportunities in the first 20, 25 minutes before we wake up. Because I'm not going to lie, if we do that tomorrow, the game's going to be dead. They'll just kill us off. And we won't have that kind of opportunity where it was only Norwich for 40 minutes. They had the best chances. They had a good chances. They could have scored 2 or 3. Liverpool will score the 2 or 3. And that is my only concern. But it's like Sean said, we've had 2 weeks off. We've just got to go into that game and we've just got to give it all. I don't think there's many people expecting us to win that game, to be fair. But let's go out there, man. Let's just do it.
It's an obvious statement, but it does depend on the players available tomorrow. What is Conte's approach to the game? I do believe if Liverpool are probably the masters at counter-attacking in the space left behind by teams trying to attack them. So I can't see, as Sean was mentioned, we're going to go out and try and take the game to them in a attack versus attack sort of situation. As you said, Sean, we get our asses handed to us because Liverpool are the best at that and very, very good at exploiting the space. Salah is very good. Mane very good at doing that. Jota would come in, even if Firmino wasn't playing, and be able to do that sort of stuff. I look at their midfield. I don't see a star-spangled midfield. You might have Oxlade-Chamberlain playing. You might have Katie. You might have, the likes of Jordan Henderson. It doesn't, like you said, you don't look at it and think, oh, that's a superb midfield. But they are so well drilled. They are so well coached in what they do that their approach is always very good on that counter. So if we can condense the spaces, if we can, keep it tight, we're going to probably go with the 3 at the back. If we play it right, we should nullify that wide area because that's where they get a lot of their joy from. Robertson on one side and obviously Trent Alexander on the other side. That's where they get their creativity. If you play with a 3 at the back with your 2 wing backs, then hopefully you can avoid their fullbacks just literally having space. And I remember the game that they played against us, I think it was last season, where they showed it on Sky Sports, where we just gave them the freedom of the city in terms of those wide areas with their fullbacks. And that's where we cause us a lot of problems. They've not really gone and, I say, battered us in games, but we'll get to the stats in a little while. But they've always seemed to create in those areas. So if we can nullify that, I think we've got a good opportunity. In terms of us then, Sean, what are we going to have to do going forward to exploit any weaknesses that they may have? And Virgil van Dijk, not Van der Vaart, if Virgil van Dijk isn't playing tomorrow, can we take advantage of that with the likes of Kane, with the likes of Son, if they're playing tomorrow?
Well, I think we can. I mean, I hark back to the game at Wembley. I mean, it's probably ancient history now, but we terrorised Liverpool that day, and Kane in particular had a brilliant game. I think this is the kind of match that he wants to score in. Yes, all right, he gets accused of being a flat track bully, but I think he prefers goals in North London derbies. He prefers goals against City, against Liverpool. The contenders. So I think I think probably tomorrow is a good opportunity. I don't know whether Conte's going to do this. There's nothing to indicate he will, but it could be a Darius formation. The 3-5-2. Try and keep them at bay, but also use the pace of Son behind their centre backs to exploit the spaces.
I would love if we could attack in the same way that Alexander Hilton is saying 3-5-2, overload the defense and attack by making a 5-3-2 while defending and a 3-3-5 whilst attacking. Now, if I look at those numbers, that looks like 11 outfield players and plus the keeper, that makes 12. So that, Alexander, would be the best way of beating Liverpool tomorrow if we can play 3-3-5. But unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get away with that one. We're not going to get away with that one. So it might be that it's a 3-3-4. And I do agree in terms of the formation that you're suggesting. But Conte hasn't really played a 3-5-2 as such. He's played the 3-4-3. I know we've played, close in terms of players, bit fluid in that position, and more sometimes drops in and sometimes drops in. And obviously Harry Kane does the same. But I really think we're going to have a really good strategy where you're really going to have to soak up a lot of the pressure. And hopefully, if we can get them on the break, exploit the spaces that they're going to leave with their fullbacks being as high as they would normally play. And Virgil van Dijk, I'm mentioning him again, if he's not in the team tomorrow, there's an opportunity there. Let us look at some of the stats then, shall we?
No, let us not.
Let us look.
Oh dear.
We're going to start early. We're going to start easy. We're just going to ease ourselves into it. And that's how we're going to ease ourselves into it. With just having the thumbnail firstly, so it looks all right. Okay, so this is where we are from a league table and form perspective. Obviously, City at the top, 41 points. We're down in 7th, having played 14 games, 3 less than the top 4, even less than West Ham. So we win tomorrow. We go above West Ham. No, we're not going to go above them goal difference-wise unless we pummel. But there's an opportunity to get very, very close to that top 4. Liverpool's form is, as you can see, 5 wins on the trot. Scoring for fun, 48 goals, conceded 13. We have scored a grand total of 16 goals and conceded 17. So signs are not looking great. However, Conte is now at the helm. He is one of the managers that I would trust to put together a plan to come up with something to do positively against Jurgen Klopp. But again, we're easing into it, gentlemen. We're easing into it. These are our last 5 results, as you know. 4 wins on the trot. Does that make you feel better? All right, then you're not going to feel better after this now. Here we go. We haven't beat Liverpool in a long while. So the last result, we lost 3-1 to them at home. Previous to that, December 20, Liverpool 2-1. January 20, Liverpool 1-0 against us at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Again, 27th of October 2019, 2-1 to Liverpool. And before that, so in the last 5 games, this was March 2019, Liverpool 2-1. Not good reading. Sid,
there's a Champions League final in there as well somewhere.
And then you go in the Champions League final. There's a couple other games before that it's still L's as well. It's a long time since we've beat Liverpool in any shape or form. But positivity being what it is, Sid. How can we...
Do you know what? If you look at that, we've not had a battering. We've not had a 5-0, 4-0, 3-0. We've not had a battering. We've scored in every game bar one.
Yep.
Right. And I think we've taken the lead in most of these games as well. So that doesn't look okay. We've lost every single game but I think we've given them a close encounter of the third kind in most of them games. So the question is, are we due a battering? Could that be tomorrow? But I don't think it'll be a battering under Conte. I don't think any team will actually batter us in the Prem under Conte now. I think Conte's got them drilled, and he will not tolerate somebody coming to Tottenham and absolutely battering us. tomorrow might be an exception to the ruling, obviously, with all the issues surrounding what's been going on in the last couple of weeks. But as Sean said as well, it's a different game. It's a new game. We just go there tomorrow and we just play, and whatever will be, will be.
Yeah, whatever will be, will be.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't look good reading, Sean, obviously, with the L's down that right-hand side. But as Sid has already pointed out, it's not been drubbings. We've not had drubbings. I know Liverpool are that team which everybody kind of thinks that they're going to just score for fun. But we've had some, I guess, decent games. It's not, as I said, been an avalanche of goals for them. The last game against them back in January was a bit of a beating. But previously, we have been a bit tighter. What can we do tomorrow? Where can the obvious weaknesses of Liverpool be exploited? What can we do to take advantage of any sort of weakness that they may have? Have they got any weaknesses, shall we say, firstly?
Well, they're not unbeaten this season, are they, Liverpool? And they've had some pretty, very close matches against, I think, remember Brentford, and we're better than Brentford. So, why can't we exploit the spaces behind their fullbacks? All they need to do is have an off day. Who knows what the latest PCR test will bring tomorrow morning for them? They may even have more players down. So let's exploit the spaces. Let's concentrate on our game. Our game is first to keep them out, which we'll do. We'll do our best to do, and then we just got to get the ball into the box and give our forwards who do score against Liverpool, as Sid has said. I mean, I remember that game, the game there in October 2018 in Anfield. I went to that game, and that was when Kane scored in the first minute. And then Son had a chance to make it 2-0, and he went round the keeper and rattled it against the bar. And we lost to a last-minute Alderweireld own goal. It's those margins, Obviously, It's been a bit... it's a tough task to take, but I enjoy nothing more than beating Liverpool.
Yeah, I think we have to score. I think we have to score first.
Yeah, we definitely have to score first. Yeah, I'd accept that, definitely.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you. The reason I say that is because if we're chasing, as you know, as we've all probably aware, if we're chasing a game against Liverpool and we're leaving spaces, that's the worst team to have, in my opinion, in world football. They are one of the best at that. So if we score that first goal, then we can maybe play a bit more Conte ball. Just on the team, and I'll come to you now, Sid, as well. So this was the team that faced Norwich. Lloris in goal, Sanchez, Dyer, Davis as the back three, Tanganga, Reguilon as the wing backs, Højbjerg, Skip as the midfielders, Mora, Kane, Son as the front three. Just in terms of team news, Conte has already said he expects Lo Celso to be back. He's back after injuries. He's back in training. Sergio Reguilon may also feature. There's only a reported 2 cases who tested positive, shall we say, who aren't going to be available tomorrow. But seeing and judging by some of the pictures that we've seen in the training videos, quite a lot of the players are playing. Didn't see Højbjerg in one of them, so I'm not sure if he's going to be available tomorrow. Saw Skip, saw Kane, saw... Did I see Son? I think I did see Son as well. So it really does depend on who we put out tomorrow. If we could put out our strongest team, let's say without the likes of Højbjerg, who might fill in that mid? Who would you want to see fill in that midfield spot?
Who have we got? That's the question, isn't it? Who have we got that we can trust to come in there and do a job against their midfielders? And because Liverpool's midfielders don't stop running, they've got midfielders that run for fun. With Henderson there, Chamberlain's doing a job there now, So the problem we've got is who have we got? If Højbjerg doesn't play tomorrow, which I hope he bloody does, we're gonna have a problem because we're gonna need someone to sit there and try and nullify their midfield or give them a good bit of a tussle or listen, boys, I'm here, kind of attitude. Lo Celso comes in for me, then I'm just gonna, might as well not play him, because if he plays tomorrow, he's gonna have to show up. I'm sorry, he's gonna have to show up and he's gonna have to perform. Because if he doesn't tomorrow, if he goes missing tomorrow, then you must well not play him. Simple as. And I believe the last couple of days I've read that he wants to go. He said he wants to go back to Real Betis. He said,
Bye. That's what I'll
yeah.
say to him. Bye. See you later.
Yeah. Basically, he doesn't want to play. He said, I've had enough of that Sid always slagging me off on Paxton Road TV. He says, I've had enough. I want to leave. But I'm worried about Salah and Mane. But do you know who I'm worried about the most? Is Robertson and Trent.
Trent. It's that's what I'm concerned, because Trent Alexander is performed very, very well in the last few games. He's really played well this season so far. And Robertson is consistent. He's very consistent down the other side. So both their fullbacks deliver. Both their fullbacks get forward very, very well. And they've got goal scorers in their team. Salah, definitely. Jota, definitely. Mane, definitely. You know, so Firmino to come off the bench, whoever they play. So they've got goals in the team. They've got people to supply them with the bullets. We're going to have to accept that we're going to have to soak up a lot of the pressure. But I think I'm with you, Sean. If we can, and we can get that first goal, whatever means we need to do, then it's going to be a very different affair. And it will be down to the tactics of both those managers. Do you see it coming down to just that, literally the tactics on the day? Or, again, it's an obvious thing, the players available. But let's say they're relatively strong teams from both. Is it going to come down to a more of a tactical approach from Conte or Klopp to win this game tomorrow?
Well, yeah. I mean, you've got two of the best managers in the world, you know, and the thing that separates them from the rest is that they can do their in-game management. I think the problem with Nuno was that he didn't know how to affect a change in a game, and I think Conte will match Klopp. You know, again, it will come down to players available. I do suspect that Højbjerg is not available tomorrow, and that is a big loss to us because he shows such leadership on the field, particularly in this game. He scored a blinder for us in this game last season, so. He will be a big miss. I agree with Sid that Lo Celso has got to show up. I'm not so keen to get rid of him out of the door, but that puts me in a minority of one, I imagine. But I like the fact that he can put a foot in, and he's a bit, Argentinian. You know what I mean? I think, I like a bit of steel in our midfield. I wish we had some young prospects coming through who are available, but I mean, I think COVID has gone through our under-23 squad like a dose of salt. So I don't think we've got anyone in depth to come in. You know, as I say, it's really on the who's available. I do think Conte will give a good account of himself, and I just got this sneaking suspicion that we can. We'll defend like we did in the first 82 minutes of that cup final in March, and block everything, and then we'll get a goal. I'm hoping it's Harry Kane.
My concern is that left wing back area of ours, because if if Reguilón is just coming back to fitness of some kind, he's going to be the one up against potentially Salah on that right hand side. If we haven't got Reguilón playing, then who are we going to play there? We're not going to play left back with Ben Davies. I'm not even sure if he's fit and available to play. I hope he is, because he might fit into that centre back slot. But left back wise, it's possibly Ryan Sessegnon again if he's fit, or you make it inverted by playing someone like Tanganga or Doherty on that side. Either of those choices is a definite no for me. However, Reguilón has the potential to attack well, but is he going to be good enough defensively against Salah tomorrow? I think that's where one of the areas which is going to be of a concern to me is that, battle on that right-hand side, our left-hand side. Sid, are you confident that if Reguilón is fit, that he can deal with Salah on that side? That said it all.
Honestly, has anyone coped with Salah this season? And I'm talking any games they've played. I don't think there is. The problem with Salah is he drifts constantly. So, and you're going to need a player who's going to be on it for a full 90 minutes, tracking everything he's doing. And Salah's going to take you to the corner. He's going to bring you into the middle. He's going to go everywhere and anywhere. And the problem is with Reguilon is he's learning his trade, and he's not yet the complete player. And sometimes he does the rash challenges, or sometimes he's left wanting when he's gone up forward. He's not come back quick enough. And if there's one player that you cannot do that against, is Salah. And it's going to be an interesting tussle. Out of everyone that we've got in that squad that can play at that position, which we haven't got many, if there's one person that I trust, it is Reguilon. But I'm not 100% convinced that he can do that job the way that we will expect him to do it tomorrow. And if Salah, well, not if, we all know Salah's on form, he's on fire. And the biggest thing for me is he's going to go down. If you're going to touch him, he is going to go down. And we've got a couple of defenders that are prone to do these stupid challenges. And you know Salah is going to take every single opportunity that he gets in that box to go down. And I fear that Sanchez, even Dyer, Davis and Reguilon are capable of doing that.
They are likely to be caught out with Salah's trickery and pace. I just want to come to this comment here from Alexander Hilton. And to some degree, I do agree with some of the points on it. However, if you're controlling the ball, you're less likely to have to worry about the defending side of things. The problem that we've got is we haven't been controlling possession that much in games, even at home. So when you don't control possession and you are then attacking, you are going to be susceptible at the back to the counter-attack. And as I said, if that space is there, even if you get someone like Ben Davies shuffling across, he's still up against Salah in a one-on-one situation. I don't really want to see Ben Davies up against Salah one-on-one too many times if Reguilon is high at the pitch, let's say, and he gets caught out. So we do need to have possibly one of the midfielders filling in that space so we can double up if Reguilon is further forward. If not, he needs to get back as quickly as possible to then double back up on Salah. So we've got 2v1s against him as opposed to just 1v1s. He's one of the best players, I think, at 1v1s because of what you just said. He gets that trickery, he gets you close to the box, gets you in the box. You can't tackle him then. You just can't touch him. So we're going to have a plan, a real good plan.
Also, what Porto Max just put in at the bottom, 100% agree. 100% what he's saying about Jota's goal instincts. We're going to have to pay, next one down, we're going to have to pay so much attention to this guy because he's right. His goal instincts is unbelievable.
Oh, we can't paint too much doom and gloom. Let's try and get ourselves back up onto this now. We're going to do this part then. Here we go. And breathe.
Oh, no.
I was going to say I was going to go first, but I won't this time. Sid, you've been last a couple of times. I'm going to let you go first. Then we're going to come to you, Sean H. See what you're going to tell us. And then we'll come to me. Let's see what we think tomorrow's score prediction is going to be. Over to you, Mr. Sid. Sid, please.
You started with me, man. You know what? I've got the Darius fever at the moment, right? It's Liverpool. You've already told us the last 5, 6, 7, 8 results that we've had against them, right? And going on that, you would have to be an absolute fool to go with Spurs to win tomorrow. I think the best we can hope for is a draw. But even with a draw, I don't think we can sustain Liverpool for 90 minutes to try and get a nil. Juice nuts to say 0-0. I can't. Honestly, hand on heart, as much as I want Spurs to win, I think it's going to be 2-1 to Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool. Okay.
The reason I'm going 2-1 is because the last couple of games has been 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. So I'm just going with the floor, and I'm going with a 2-1 because
go with that flow.
I'm going to go with that.
I like that. I like that shout though. Got Darius fever. I like that one. Doom and gloom merchant. Darius is not on today, but he's been positive.
I'm taking his job.
He's been positive the last few, so I'm not going to give him too much grief. Sean, I'll come to you next then. We're not going to play your clip from before, so we're going to let you say what you want to say now. And you're quite welcome to change your mind if you want to. But I know you're very bullish. Go on. What's your predictions for tomorrow then, Sean?
I think law of averages says we're going to win. And, I think I have every confidence in our manager. He will do the best he can to juggle our squad. And I think we can win 2-1 or 1-0. A one goal difference, that's all. So I'm going for a heart and head. It's Spurs tomorrow. Come on, you Spurs.
Do you want me to go with the 2-1 or the 1-0? Would you want? Go on then.
Let's go 2-1.
Go on, Shawnee. Tell me about
yes.
that. Tell me about
Come on, let's beat these scouts so-and-sos.
And for me to bring down the tone again now. So I can't go for No, I'll be honest with you. There is obviously a strong possibility that we're going to have to play one of the best games of the season to get a result against Liverpool. I don't doubt that for 1 minute. Given all the circumstances, given that we haven't played in a little while, given players are coming back, COVID, all the rest, a draw for me would be a good result. I'm not going to say it's a fantastic result because you want to win all your home games, but a good result nonetheless. So for that reason, I don't want it to be a slugfest. If we go into a 2, 3, or 4 game sort of goal game, then I think we come out on the wrong side of it. So we're going to have to keep it tight. We're going to have to nick a goal. We're going to have to then keep it tight again. If we get that first goal and it gets late into the game, then we're going to come under pressure. This is how I'm seeing the game in my head. 1-1. I'm going to just go 1-1. I'm going to go 1-1. I think we need to score first for that to happen. That's what my heart's telling me. My head's telling me something else, but it's not going to come out from what my head's telling me because people don't want to hear that. But I'm going to go with the 1-1. I think if we score first, we can possibly, keep it tight. But as you said, there's always that possibility of a mistake being made, a Salah, Mane going into the box, someone bringing them down. I hope it doesn't come down to that. But you know what? 1-1 for Spurs. So that's so far. We got Sid saying doom and gloom merchant. 1-2 Liverpool. Huh? What?
I'm just laughing at you calling me a doom and gloom merchant.
We've got bullish Sean H in the crowd here. He's telling me 2-1.
Come on. Come on. Where are you?
Where are you? Let's be having you.
And then you've got me who's just on the fence. I am clearly splinters right up my backside today. I'm going to go down the 1-1 route to try and keep it as, I don't want it to be a slugfest. I don't want to see loads of goals tomorrow. If I'm honest.
Do you know what, though? Yeah. I would love it. I would love it. Just love it if we went there and we took them out. I would just love it. And to put that expression on Jurgen Klopp's face, I would just love it. Anyway, Kevin Keegan.
Get them buy him a little red card or two. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Get in the referee's face every time there's a foul. Come on.
Yeah, Sean, you rock, baby. See, you're getting it. When you get the positivity getting out, you know what I mean? We have to go with that. Let's see if anybody's saying anything about me and you, Sid. No,
Simon Stevens, he's on it. My best man.
All right, I've got some comments down here. Let's Alex Hilton saying result postponed. It's not going to get postponed. 2-1 Spurs from Craig.
Well done, Craig.
Big up Sam, Sid and guest. Great show. Thank you very much. Simon, he's always the voice of reason. Of course, he's a doom and gloom merchant. We sacked him, remember? Perez is kind of wish nice things for us. Jesus Perez is lookalike is Sid. That is Sid. It's definitely Jesus Perez without the hair. And that's definitely what Simon Stevens seen. So that's it, gentlemen.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing this show tomorrow, reaction show, if the game goes ahead. So watch out and look out for that. That will be post the game. So that will be sometime around about the 6:35 mark. Guys, this is it. Go on, Sid.
Top right-hand corner, please. Can you advertise?
Yes. We are looking, and we're going to probably do this on the review shows as well at some point in the future. If you could send us your WhatsApp messages by WhatsApp, obviously, to the number above. That's +44 777 4364 819. Send us a quick video message for your score predictions. But since it's a bit late in the day, we might even, I tell you what, send us some thoughts after the game tomorrow, and we'll see if we can get them onto the screen. We'll be doing the show straight after the game. So just a quick.
And there's West Ham to come.
There is West Ham to come. Don't forget about the West Ham game as well, because that's going to be very interesting. That is one where I'm not going to be anything but bullish. We have to beat them lot. I don't care what anybody tells me. But guys, thank you very much, Sean, Sid. It's been a pleasure. Come on, you Spurs. We'll do the show tomorrow. Sid, you at the game tomorrow. Sean, are you going to be able to come back on tomorrow? Do you know? We'll see.
As far as I'm aware, I'll be available for the review.
Fabulous. I can't wait for that. I really can't wait for that. But and breathe. So let's hope now that we're over this. If the game goes ahead, get over this COVID stuff, move on, get this game out of the way, and then move on to the rest of the game. We've got a few games to catch up. But again, just make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and please keep supporting PAXTON ROAD TV. We are definitely now out. So tomorrow.